Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Are you listening me, students? Reply, please. Are you listening me? Okay, very nice of you. Now you all know that we are discussing different language topics here in the Zoom classes. So we have another lecture on another topic today. I'm waiting for some other students to join my class first. After that, I will start my lecture. I hope you have prepared for your MT1 and you have to do practice for different topics which I have given you in the syllabus. You should practice them again and again so that you become perfect in that. Now you all know that. For your information, I'm telling you one more thing, that your literature book is now available in the market. So please purchase it as soon as possible, because I want to start the work of literature from tomorrow. It means that is from the next week, from Monday. I'm just waiting for some other students. After that, I will start my today's lecture, because some students are joining. Okay, now I want to start my today's lecture. This is English language lecture again. I'm Mrs. Afshin Imran, and this is lecture number 8. The topic is articles. This is the most important topic and the easiest one as well. You have done articles in previous classes as well. I want to discuss some rules by which you can use articles properly. First of all, I want to show you the kinds of articles. There are two kinds of articles. Remember that there are two kinds, but actually they are three in number, but kinds are two. You should be very careful about that. The first kind is known as indefinite articles, and we are having two different articles under this heading, that is A and N. Okay. The second kind is called the definite article, in which we have only one article, which is the. So you should be very careful that there are two kinds of articles. Indefinite articles are in two different forms. We use them, A and N, and definite article has only one form, which is the. Okay. I hope you have understood this point very clearly. Now, I want to discuss the uses and examples of these articles. First of all, I want to show you the use of indefinite article, that is A. A is used before a singular noun beginning with a consonant. I hope you know about the consonants and the vowels. That is, the vowels are only 5. That is A, E, I, O, U, and the remaining letters of the English alphabets, they are all consonants. So you should be very careful that all the nouns beginning with the consonant, we can use a before them. But you should be very careful that they should be singular in number, because a is used for the singular nouns only, not the plural ones. You should be very careful about that. If the nouns are in singular number and they start with the consonant word or letter, you can say that, then you use a with it before it. Okay, a means one. So some examples I have shown here. I purchased a new car. You can see that it is about only one car here, and the word starts with N. Okay, so it is a consonant. I have placed a before that. Now in second example, you can see that we take a glass of milk daily. Now this is the complete example in which you can see that a is used before glass, and glass is a noun, and g is the consonant, and it is in the singular form. So you should be very careful about the use of a. There is another use of a. A is used before a singular noun beginning with a vowel. Remember, it should begin with a vowel, but those vowels which has a consonant sound. It means when we pronounce a word beginning with a vowel, it should give the consonant sound. So we use a in those cases. The examples I'm showing you here, she studied in a university. You can see that university, it is a word which begins with a vowel U. But when I pronounce it, university, it is giving the sound of Y, Y-O-U. Okay, it is giving the sound of Y, and because of that, I have placed the article A here. Now, similarly, in the second example, you can see that he is a European. You can see that a European word starts with the E, which is a vowel. But when I pronounce it, it is giving again the sound of a consonant, that is Y. Okay, Y-O-U-R, European. Now, so because of that reason, I have placed a before that. I hope you have understood till here. Now I move to the use of indefinite article, that is an. Okay, an is also used for one thing. You should be very careful about that. An is used before a singular noun beginning with a vowel, but it is just opposite of the use of a. We use an in the opposite cases, like it is used for the vowels or before the vowels, before the words which start with a vowel and which are the singular nouns. Now some examples I'm showing you here. My friend takes an egg in the breakfast. Okay, you can see that egg is a singular noun and it starts with a vowel E. So I have placed an before it. Now another example is there is an ink pot on the table. Now ink pot, it is a singular noun and it starts with a vowel I. So I have placed an before that. Now I hope you have understood till here, but there is another use of an which is again opposite to the use of a. An is used before a singular noun beginning with a consonant which has a vowel sound. Okay, now remember, an is sometimes used before a consonant word, but it should give the vowel sound. Some examples I'm showing you here. She is an MA in English. You can see that MA, it is a word which starts with the consonant M, but when I pronounce it, it is giving the sound of A, that is AMM. Okay, so I have placed N before that. Now there is another example. He is an MSc in chemistry. You can see that M is a consonant word, but I have placed N before it because it is I pronounced it, it gives the sound of A, that is AM. Now I move to the use of definite article, that is the. The is used before a proper noun. You should be very careful that whenever we use a proper noun, we have a proper noun, we use the before that. Okay. Some examples I'm showing you here. I read the Daily Dawn. Daily Dawn is a name of the newspaper, so it is a proper noun. It has been written with the capital D, and you can see that I have placed the before that because it is a proper noun. Now, in the second example, you can see that the Mediterranean Sea is sometimes rough. Mediterranean Sea, you know that it is a proper noun, so it has been written with the capital M. Then I have placed the before that. The is used before superlative degree of adjective. Okay, you should know about the degrees of adjectives, that adjectives have 3 degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative degree. Like I am just showing, I'm telling you about 1 degree, like good, better, best. Okay, so best is the superlative degree. Now the is used before the superlative degrees of adjectives. Some examples I'm showing you here. I heard the most interesting story. You can see that most is the superlative degree of adjective and the other degrees are much, more, most. So whenever there is a superlative degree of adjective, we use the. Now another example is the Indus is the largest river of Pakistan. You can see that I have placed the before Indus as well because Indus is a proper noun, and here I have placed the before the largest word. That is the superlative degree of adjective: large, larger, largest. Okay, you should be very careful about the use of definite and indefinite articles. Actually, there are many other uses as well, but I have shown you the most important ones. Okay, now I move to another topic, which is preposition, which is another most important topic here in your syllabus. So you should know the use of prepositions. There are many prepositions, you all know that, but some of the common prepositions I want to discuss here because many of the students are very much confused about their use. Okay, and because of that I have used here in the lecture that I want to discuss about the use of common prepositions. Now there is a rule for prepositions that you should know about that. Prepositions must always be followed by a noun or a pronoun. It means whenever we use the prepositions in a sentence, um, nouns and pronouns are followed, that it means that nouns are pronoun and pronouns are present in the sentence, and before that we place the prepositions. Now I want to discuss some common prepositions here. The most common prepositions which we are discussing here are in, on, at, of, for, from, and to. Okay, these are the prepositions which are commonly used, and there are particular uses for each of them. So I want to discuss them one by one here. I hope you have understood the topic of articles. Now I want to discuss the uses of common prepositions. There are some more prepositions, but I want to discuss these here. Now I want to discuss the uses and examples of these prepositions here one by one. I want to discuss number one, use of in. Okay, in is the most common preposition, but it has some particular uses. The first one is to indicate a location. Okay, it shows us the location of any object. Now some examples I'm showing you here. I found the word in the dictionary. Okay, you can see that the this preposition is showing the location of the word in the dictionary. Okay, now the second example is the ball is in the box. Okay, here you can see that in, the preposition in is showing us the location of ball inside the box. Now the another use of in is to indicate color, shape, and size. Okay, it shows us about the color, shape, and size of different objects. For example, there are two examples I have given. This dress comes in 4 sizes. You can see that in is the preposition which tells us about the sizes of the dress. Here, another example is there. That bag was in round shape. Again, you can see that in is the preposition which is telling us about the shape of the bag. Now, there are some more uses of in to indicate opinion and belief. Okay, opinion and belief of different persons. Example, I am showing you here. I believe in hard working. Okay, it is the in here preposition. It is showing the belief of a person. Now it also it is also used to show or to specify month, season, and year. You should be very careful. Month, season, and year. Some examples I'm showing you here. The new academic session will commence in March. Commence means begin. In March. You can see that March is a month. So the in is the preposition which is showing the month here. Mangoes come in summer. Summer, you know that it is a season. So in is the preposition which is showing us the season here. I hope you are understanding everything very clearly. Now I want your replies that whether you are understanding or not, please reply me. Hurry up, reply me so that I will move forward. Okay, very good of you that you have understood till here. Now I move to the use of on. This is also very common preposition. So I want to discuss the uses of on. It is used to refer a surface of something. It means it tells us about that any object is present on a particular surface. Some examples I'm showing you here. The book is on the table. You can see that this on is showing that the book is present on the surface of the table. The teacher writes on the whiteboard. Here, the preposition on tells us about the teacher who is writing on the surface of the whiteboard. Okay. Now there is another use of on to specify days and dates. Now remember, in is used to specify month, season, and year, and on is used to specify days and dates. Okay, you should be very careful about the use of in and on. Now examples are the guests arrived on Saturday. Saturday is a day, okay, weekday. You can see that on is placed before that to show that the day. Now, another example is here. My friend was born on 15th August. You can see that 15th August is a date. So, uh, actually 15th is a date. August is a month. But 15th is written here. So, we write on before that. If there is no 15 and only August has been written here, then we place in. Okay, remember that when we want to specify the month, season, and year, we use in, and when we want to show the days and dates, we place on. Now I want to discuss the use of at. It is also a most common preposition. It is used to indicate a place. Okay, some examples I'm showing you here. The passengers are waiting at the station. A station is a place, you know that. So at is placed before that. There's a man at the door. Door is also showing a place actually, because it is outside the house. So at is placed before that. Now it is also used to refer time. Okay. Some examples I'm showing you here. We reached there at night. Okay. Night is showing the time. So at is placed before that. They will meet me at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is also a time. So at is placed before that. Now there is another preposition of. I want to show the use of here. Okay, this of is preposition. Now it is used to indicate reference or relation, to show the relation between two things. Examples are here. That is the top of the mountain. You can see the relation of the top part of the mountain with the mountain is showing here by the use of the preposition of. Now there is another example. We are afraid of lions. Okay, of is showing the reference, or you can say that the that some people are afraid of which thing? Lions. Now of is also used to specify a number or amount. Some examples I'm showing you here. Number of amount of anything, any object. None of them will come tomorrow. Or number of pupils as well, number of students as well, or number of people as well. It can be shown by using the preposition of. None of them will come tomorrow. You can see that I have told you that the most of the prepositions are followed by nouns or pronouns. So here you can see that in most of the cases, the prepositions are followed by nouns like lines, like mountain. But here you can see that them is placed after the preposition, which means it is a pronoun. Okay. None of them means it is telling us about the number of different people. Okay. None of them will come tomorrow. Another example which is showing the amount. 1/4 of the money was stolen. It is showing the amount of the money, which is 1/4 of the money was stolen. I hope you have understood till here. Now there are some more uses of some more prepositions. So I am showing you the preposition here for. Use of for. It is used to indicate the reason. Some examples I'm showing you here. I'm really happy for you. Again, you can see that you is a pronoun here. So for is you used to show the happiness of a person to some other person or any other person. That is, he was very much happy for the other person. So it is the reason that about the happiness. Now, next example is they were looking for their bags. You can see that the bags, they wanted to find out their bags. It is the reason for. So I have placed for as a preposition before that. The bags are nouns here. Now another use of for is to indicate duration or time. That means time, duration is giving, or sometimes time is directly given. Okay, we write it in by using for. The examples are here. He attended the session for 1 year. You can see that the 1 year duration has been given. So I have used for as a preposition before that. Now in the second example, the children played for 2 hours. You know that 2 hours is also showing the duration of time or time duration. So I placed for before that. Now, I hope you have understood till here. Please reply me whether you have understood so that I will move for other prepositions. Now, please tell me about the, have you understood till here or not? I'm waiting for your replies. Okay. Other people, please reply. Nawal is replying me again and again. Where are other people? Please reply me. Okay. Now I want to show you the use of another preposition from. You know that I'm discussing here the common prepositions only, not the all. Okay, remember that. There are many prepositions. Okay, Minhal, very nice of you. Now it is also another preposition which I am showing you here, that is from. It is used to state who gives, sends, or provides something. It means if something has been given by somebody, it is we use preposition from, or somebody is sending something to some people, then we use from. And if any from any place we are providing something to some people, then we use from. It means if we are discussing about any place, like something has been provided from the shop, from the library, from some any other place, then we can use from. Some examples I'm showing you here. I took the book from him. Okay, it means somebody has taken the book from somebody, any other person, so I have written from here. For as a preposition. They borrowed the dictionary from the library. Again, you can see that library is the place which is used to provide the books to the people. Here, the library is used to provide the dictionary, and the people or the students have borrowed the dictionary from the library. So the preposition here used here is from. Now, another use of from is it is used to indicate beginning point. Beginning point means starting point of time of an action or state. You know that action means a verb. You know that verb is an action word. So whenever we want to show the starting point of any action or any state, we use the preposition from. Some examples I'm showing you here. He walks from his home to the office daily. You can see that the beginning point of the action, that is walking, it starts from the home. So from is written here as a preposition which is showing the beginning point of the action. Another example is here. We will be away from Thursday to Sunday. Now it is showing the state that a person is going somewhere from Thursday to Sunday. Thursday is showing the state of an action. So from is used before that because it is the beginning point of the state. I hope you have understood what I am telling you here, that from is used to show the beginning point of the action or the state. Now there is another preposition which is just opposite to from. It is to. Okay, it is the use of to is just opposite to the use of from. You can see that it is used to indicate the ending point of time of an action or state. If you remember, from is used to show the beginning point of time of an action or state, and the to is used to show the ending point of an action or state. Now, some examples I'm showing you here. The child counted from 1 to 10. That means he starts the action, that is he did the counting, and he uh, begin the counting from 1, and he ended the counting to 10. So 2 is used before the ending point of the action, that is 2. Now next example is the student took the leave from Monday to Thursday. Again, you can see that it is the actually time of a state here. It is which is from Monday to Thursday. So the for the ending point, we use the to show the ending point, we use the preposition to. Okay. Now one more thing which I want to discuss here, that the two prepositions from and to, they always come together here in the sentence. Always they come together. Now if you see the examples of the from, I want to show you the examples again, that He walks from his home to the office daily. You can see that to is also present here in the same sentence because the beginning point and the ending point has to be shown in the same sentence by using from and to. But I have not underlined it because here I'm discussing the use of only from. Similarly, in the next example, you can see that we will be away from Thursday to Sunday. You can see that to is also present here, which is showing the ending point of the action, that is before Sunday it is placed here. And again, you can see that I have only underlined from because it is show here I'm showing you the beginning point of the actions or the state. Now here you can see that when I have discussed the examples of to, here again the preposition from is also present. The child counted from 1 to 10. That means the beginning point of the action as well as the ending point of the action, both have to be shown here by use of different prepositions. From is used to show the beginning point and to is used to show the ending point. And again, you can see in this example, I have just underlined to because I want to show you the use of to here only. In the second example, you can see again the student took the leave from Monday to Thursday. Again, from is present, which is showing the beginning point, and to is also present, which is showing the ending point of the state or the action. Here you can see I have underlined only to because I want to discuss the use of to here only. Okay, I hope you have understood that from and to always come together in the same sentence because from is used to show the beginning point of the action and to is used to show the ending point of the action. Now, I hope you have understood everything very clearly. Now, please tell me whether you have understood or not. I want to see your replies. Now, have you understood or not? Please reply. Hurry up. I'm waiting for your reply. Please reply me and tell me whether you have understood or not. One more thing I want to discuss here, that these uh, uh, articles topic has been included in your MT1. So please do practice for that. Prepositions is also an important topic. You have to do practice for that also. And you know that I have included the formal letter writing and application writing both in the MT1. So please, you have to practice for both of them. There will be no choice. I'm telling you again and again that there will be no choice. So that you have to practice for both of them. If you want to ask any question, then you are allowed to ask here because there is some time left. You can easily ask me any questions. If you have got any problem, any confusion, then ask me here. No, Nawal, I will not give any choice between application and letter. You have to do practice for both of them. You should know about the pattern, proper pattern, or how to write the application and letter. And if you remember, I have told you that we are following the block style pattern. So everything must be written with the margin line, and you should remember to underline the subject. Okay, you should be very careful about these things, about the pattern, about the punctuation which we are using here in application writing and letter writing, because everything, even the punctuation marks have got the marks here. So if you are doing mistake in the punctuation marks or in placing the commas, full stop, then you will not get the marks if they are wrong. Anything which you want to ask more? Any other person? I want to remind you again that your literature book is now available in the market. English book is available in the market. It is of since textbook board book. Now you have to purchase it as soon as possible, because I'm going to start the literature work from Monday. So please, you have one more thing which I want to remind you, that you have to bring English language and English literature, both journals daily during the empties as well. Remember that. You have to bring both journals and complete the assignments, all the assignments which I have uploaded till now, because when you will come on the Monday and Tuesday, group A on Monday and group B on Tuesday, then this is the date for submission for of the assignments. Monday, that is 4th October for group A, and Tuesday 5th October for group B. Anything which you want to ask? Have you understood both the topics which we have discussed in the lecture today, articles and prepositions? If you have not understood, please ask any question if you want to ask. Nawal, it will be when you come to the school. I think your timetable has to be followed. If you will come on Tuesday, that your own timetable will be followed. Group A timetable will be followed on Monday, and on Tuesday, I think it will be Wednesday's timetable, because you will come. Group B will come on Tuesday. So Wednesday's timetable will be followed on Tuesday. Actually, for Friday, we have not been informed yet. When you will come on Monday or Tuesday, then you will be informed. Or it may be possible that on WhatsApp, you will be informed about the Friday's timetable. Okay. Any other thing which you want to ask? Any other person? We have discussed only some prepositions here. Remember that there are many more prepositions, and you should know about the use of them. And one more thing, Dua, if you want to ask anything, please ask me right in the chat box, because only 1 minute is left. Time is going to over. Okay, I hope you have understood everything. We'll meet inshallah in the next class. Allah Hafiz.